Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and get started now. And by way of introduction, my name is Mike King. I'm Senior Vice President of North America for Evosys. And with me, I have Anay Jain, who's our Global Engineering and Construction Lead. And we'll be walking you through this webinar today. And as I stated, if there are any questions as we go through this, please use your question capabilities to type those in, and we'll certainly answer those as we get to the end of this. Next slide. So today's agenda, we're going to talk about the Evosys construction profile. We're going to talk about current challenges in the engineering and construction sector. Very important because this is what the solution was designed to support and fix. We're going to talk about the Oracle Cloud solution. We're going to talk about the specialized engineering and construction solutions that are really part of what we'll be showing today. And then we'll show you some advanced technologies that we have in place for this industry. And after that, we'll open it up for questions and answers. Next slide, please. Just a little bit about Evosys. We have over 1,300 plus global customers. Of that, 1,000 plus are cloud customers. As you can see, we're global. We're in over 30 plus countries with a high focus in North America. We have over 1,500 experienced consultants that are consultants on our payroll. They're not contractors. And we have over 90 plus engineering and construction companies that we've done work for. That's a very large number, and these are all in the cloud. So very important. We have a lot of background in doing this and implementing this solution. We've won a number of awards. If you go to the next slide. I'm certainly not going to go through all of these, but we're a premier partner of Oracle. We just recently won the HCM Global Partner of the Year. We've won the ERP Global Partner of the Year. We've won the Development Partner of the Year. So again, lots of awards that really speak to our capabilities and what we do. Next slide, please. This is just a slide showing some of the 90 plus engineering and construction customers that we have. Certainly in North America, we have the likes of Clayco, Actuant, Pike, are some that are using this solution that we're about to walk you through today. So again, as I stated before, we have lots of experience implementing this particular solution, both in North America and globally. Next slide, please. So what we want to talk about now is just the major challenges in the engineering and construction sector. And this is important because this is what we design the solution around and design the solution to support. So again, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Anay Jain, who can walk us through the actual solution that we offer. And again, if you have any questions as we go through this, do not hesitate to type those in. Anay?
Yep. Thank you, Mike. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Evosys webinar. So first, we'll talk about the major challenges that engineering and construction companies face in their different business scenarios. So we'll talk about it. First, we have seen the project failure. So we have seen that construction companies work on very low margins, and again, the real-time reporting is the prime need for the companies to get the at right time the right reports to take the right decision. So this is one of the major pain areas in the construction industry that we have seen. Second is misalignment with the customer and subcontractors. So again, general contractors are keep on dealing with the main customers and the subcontractor. And there are many areas which require close collaboration. If I say like a variation orders, potential change request, RFIs, application for payment. So in all those areas, it is very necessary that the general contractor, the main customer and subcontractors all are on the same page. And that's where a portal is required, which bring all this thing on one particular application. So this is one of the, again, pain area which is missing or lacking in the business process of engineering and construction companies. There is no specific system for the productivity check. So if I say the labor productivity or equipment productivity, so again there is no measurement to track those productivity reports into their current system, which becomes a challenge for them to identify to do the productivity analysis. Non-integrated system. So ENC companies use different system like they use Primavera, Procore for the planning, scheduling, or maybe many other third-party system. Again, ERP, it's on different system. There are different application. For Treasury Department, there are different application, and due to that, all this there is no integration between this application and result into there are a lot of manual interventions or technical complex technical integration development is required, which become a pain area for ENC company because of this, because it finally increase the cycle time in different business processes. Resource planning and cost schedule management. So again, companies are using, sometimes they do all the scheduling and everything manually, which result into that there's no proper planning for the projects. Finally, the data transparency. So as I mentioned, the right reporting needs. So these are the major pain areas we have seen in our ENC companies. And based on that, we have come up with the overall Oracle Cloud solution, which overcome all these pain areas. So now we are going to discuss about the overall solution that Oracle Cloud offer for the engineering and construction companies. So this is one of the most important slide of this presentation, wherein you can see that we have divided the overall ENC business processes into three major areas. First is the lead analysis and opportunity flow. So this is initial wherein they receive it. The ENC company receive any lead from any customer, so maybe tender or any information on that, and they start tracking that lead, that are we falling into the qualification criteria or not, and then checking their BOQ, doing the estimations, and then bidding for the same. So this is the initial, the lead analysis and opportunity flow. Second is a project initiation and execution, wherein the project is initiated once it's awarded and their execution start. Project close and maintenance. So basically here the project is closed, the infrastructure or the tower or whatever is handed over to the main customer, and during the defect liability period, the maintenance, which is basically a maintenance period which starts. And with all these three phases, the one phase which keeps on going is a project documentation and reporting. So these are the major four phases or life cycle of the engineering and construction company. So here, if I talk, so lead analysis and opportunity flow, for this we suggest to have a sales cloud which take care of your lead management. So all leads can be tracked there with their different status. Further, the leads can be converted into opportunity if we are falling into the qualification criteria. And once it's awarded, then it can be converted into projects, into the project financials, which comes into the project initiation and execution phase. Now in initiation and execution, the first is a cloud procurement. So again, the cloud procurement take care of your sourcing, like RFI and RFQ can be raised. Further, all your inventories, project-wise inventory can be tracked through the cloud procurement. So all your procurement needs can be catered through the cloud procurement, Oracle Cloud procurement. Second is a Primavera. So your planning and scheduling requirement, the Primavera P6 EPPM can be used to maintain the detailed work breakdown structure. Unifier can be used to maintain all the different workflow, including your transmittals, submittals process, even your incident recording. So all those area, the unifier can be used. And further, cloud project financials. So basically, it's Oracle Cloud Project Financials to cater the your costing, billing, budgeting needs. The cloud project financials will come into picture. So basically, here there will be a tight integration between the Primavera and the cloud project financials. Then these are some of the niche solutions which is very specific to the ENC industry. So anyhow, in the upcoming slide, which we are going to talk about this. So this is subcontract management, equipment management, bank facility, material request, customer billing, and variation order. So these are the solution which we are going to talk about in upcoming slide. So we'll discuss in detail at that point of time. Project close and maintenance. So here, basically, when the project or construction is completed, then of course the handover process start. So during the handover, the companies, the general contractor and customer, they do the site visit and they prepare the punch list or snag list. That once all this work is completed by the general contractor, then only the handover is complete. So basically for that, there is a snag list solution is there, which manage all the requirement related to the handover process. And once the handover is complete, then at the time of defect liability period, the maintenance of infrastructure, there is a service cloud and enterprise asset management is there to cater the requirement of maintenance. And finally, with all this area, there is a simultaneously documentation and reporting is there, through which we can generate different reports like earned value analysis, cost performance index, schedule performance index, margin. So all those can be tracked through the documentation and reporting needs. So here the main thing is that all these are the Oracle cloud solution and it is a tightly integrated solution. So basically this all solution will become the single source of truth and generates the different reporting to meet the business requirement, which again the reporting part I'll discuss in the upcoming slide. So it is not required that all this solution must be implemented in one phase altogether. So all these solutions are independent solution and can be implemented separately as per the business requirement, or phasing can be decided based on the organization or the business maturity. So this is the overall solution from the construction industry. So if you have any questions, so as Mike mentioned, you can just drop it on the chat box, and of course we'll look into it at the last in the session. So now we'll discuss about some niche solution of the engineering and construction client. So these solutions are basically we have implemented for many of our clients, and these are robustly used by those clients. So first is a subcontract management. So the subcontract management solution is that once the work is awarded to the subcontractor, so of course there is a detailed BOQ, or I would say scope of work or work packages are there, which we generally award to the subcontractor. This particular solution, what role it plays is that subcontractor through this solution can raise an application for payment, wherein at monthly or fortnightly, as per the contracts terms and condition, the subcontractor can raise a application for payment where they will mention that we have completed this much quantity or this much amount of work has been done. Further, once the subcontractor will submit this application for payment, then it comes to the general contractor, wherein the general contractor can review or assess that application for payment, and further retentions, penalties or deductions can be charged on the subcontractor. Once the assessment is complete, then this solution send the payless notice to the subcontractor that whatever quantity you have asked for the payment, out of that this much is approved, and further this much amount of penalties, deductions and retention has been charged. Once the application for payment is approved, then it goes into the Oracle payables, wherein the payment can be made to the subcontractor, and it will generate a payment certificate. So basically what this solution do is that this solution automate the full process starting from subcontract application for payment to the final payment to subcontractor. So subcontract team, the site team, and the finance team, everybody comes into sync here, and no need for finance department to punch the subcontract invoice manually. Everything will be automated through this particular solution. So this is the first solution, which is subcontract management. Second is a customer billing management solution. So again, when general contractor, so it is basically similar to the subcontract solution that we have seen previously. So in the customer billing solution, again, with general contractor, there is a large bill of quantities or schedule of values are there, which needs to be maintained. And once again, monthly or quarterly, general contractor need to submit to the customer that how much amount of work they have completed. And further, customer, there will be a retention as per the contract terms. And further to that, there will be a penalty or deduction also can be charged by customer on the general contractor. So through this particular solution, again, the general contractor can raise an application for payment, and further they can submit that application for payment to the customer. Customer can further specify the penalty or deduction needs to be levied, which will be further recorded in the solution. And finally, once the customer confirm the application for payment, then it will result into AR invoice in the Oracle receivables, because here, of course, I need to take the money from the customer. So again, here the whole customer negotiation with respect to application for payment is happen digitalized in digital way. And once it is approved, then it's automatically create an AR invoice. So again, there's a no need for finance department to manually create the invoice into the system. And further, in the solution itself, it take care of all the terms and conditions with respect to the contract. And mainly all this, both the solutions are compliant with the Engineering and Construction Act. So necessary notifications to the subcontractors, to the customers, it keeps on sending. So this is about the customer billing solution. Then comes the variation order solution. So from the customer side as well as subcontractor side, they keep on initiating the change request or the variation orders. So taking care of all those change request and variation order, there is a single source is required where all this CI or change request can be maintained, and further it can be analyzed that what is the budgeted profitability against each change request. So for this, basically this solution is there, which in which all the potential change request and variation order can be tracked. And further, these are integrated with the Oracle Cloud Procurement. If there is a due to change request, there is an impact on the purchase order. So finally, once the variation order is approved, it updates the purchase order. And in the same way, if the customer has approved the variation, then it updates the customer contract. So this solution take care of the major process of potential change request and the variation order. Then comes the bank facility management solution. So for ENC companies, of course, these companies are like quite capital intensive company, and they have agreements with the bank where banks will provide the letter of credits, letter of guarantee, short-term loans and bank long-term loans to the general contractors. So this particular solution provide a placeholder where all this can be recorded. And further, this solution is integrated with the Oracle financials. So all bank charges, my loan installments, interest accruals can directly hit the Oracle financials. And at any point of time, I can see that what are my outstanding installment, which letter of guarantee is going to expire, when to go for renew. So it gives all the necessary information to the Treasury Department. Snag list or punch list management. So as I have explained in the earlier slide, that during the handover of property between the general contractor and customer, they agree on certain defect list that needs to be rectified or that needs to be considered by the general contractor. So once they complete that defect list, then only the handover process is complete. So to track that defect list, the solution is there to snag, the snag list solution is there. So in this solution, basically all the defect items can be tracked, the owners can be decided, and once the owners will complete those defect items, then further it will go for a quality assurance. And once the quality assurance team complete the QA process, means that defect item is closed. And once all the defect item is closed, means your process of handover is complete, which further trigger the retention releases if it's there as per the contract terms. Equipment management solution. So basically the equipment management solution is mainly for vehicle and equipment department in the general contractor. So in the ENC companies, they have sometimes like thousands or 2000s of equipments like bull trucks, cranes, and they are looking for a solution wherein the project managers can raise a request for the equipment that I need equipment from this date to this date, further which goes to the vehicle and equipment department, and vehicle and equipment department can check that do they have any item, any equipment which is available as of today. If it is available, then they can assign it against that request. And once the assignment is complete, then it should hit the cost of the project and it book as an internal revenue for the vehicle and equipment department. So vehicle and equipment department can check the profitability, that how much revenue they earn due to this internal billing. So basically this solution take care of that part, wherein you can equipment request, their fulfillment, equipment utilization, equipment billing, all those area can be tracked through this solution. Then comes the project material request solution. So this particular solution in which if the site engineers or the site managers looking for any particular material, then through this solution they can raise a request for the material mentioning that we need this material for this project and for this task. System check the budgets that do they have budget for the same or not. Once the budget is checked, then it goes to the storekeeper. The storekeeper further verify that do we have such item lying in this inventory org or across organization in any other inventory org. If that particular inventory, if it is availability is there in the org, then of course the inventory issuance can be made or which will finally hit the project cost. And if, of course, if item is not there, then it will result into purchase requisition. So this solution fulfill this gap between the site team, storekeeper, wherein the online, the whole process of material request can be handled. Further, the integration with the scheduling application. So this is again many companies, ENC companies use different system for the scheduling side. Like some companies are using Primavera, Procore, MSP, Businesscraft. So there are many different system from the scheduling side. But at the same time, the integration of the same is required with the project financial management of Oracle Cloud. And that's where this integration solution comes into picture. So this is basically an integration tool in which the file can be easily mapped. So any particular integration can be developed very easily. So this is, and also it is having a standard capability to generate the error log, send the error log to the admin users. So all the inbuilt capabilities are also there. So we have developed for many of our clients the necessary integration between the Primavera and Unifier and between the Oracle Cloud application. So these are some of the niche solution which is specifically applicable for the ENC companies. Now we'll also talk about some of the reporting capabilities of the which being used by the engineering and construction companies. So you can see here for the ENC company, we have around 200 plus different reports repository, which cover your financials, procurement, and project-based report. It gives the overall project health analysis, that what is my project health, are they as per the achieving the KPIs as per the organization guidelines or not. So all those things can be seen through this report repositories. So you can see here, this report repositories provide you the utilization analysis, that how all users are using the system and who are the top users having good performance, who are doing most of the data entry and using all the features of the system. Second come the analytics part. So analytics shows all the margin based reports, budget versus actual reports, CPI based analysis. So that is something covered in analytics. It also shows your top 10 projects which are making highest profit and contributing to 50 to 60% of the total organization profits. So that also is covered by the analytics. There are some ratio analysis also. So you can see the return on investment, return on equity, current ratios. So all those can be seen through the analytics. Cycle time reports are basically shows that how much time taken, how much time that it's taking in the approvals. So if approvers are taking more time in approving, then system highlight that these are the exception, or these approvers are taking more time and the necessary action needs to be taken to reduce the cycle time, maybe related to reducing the purchase order cycle time or reducing the purchase procure to pay cycle time. So for such analysis, cycle time analysis can be used. So these are various different type of analysis are available to fulfill the ENC business needs. Like these are some of the sample reports. So here you can see this is the where it is showing that your total 88 projects are making profits, 76 are making losses. This is the total profits. So for these 88 projects, this is the total profit, and for this 76 projects which are making losses, this is the total loss contribution. And further, it will show here the top 5 or top 10 profit projects which are making profits. If you want to see top 10 projects making losses, so that also can be seen. And then here the periodical trend, why it is making losses, so that also can be analyzed, and further drill down is also available. In the same way, like this report, it shows gross profit and net profit analysis. This is like a project health check. So it is showing you like budgeted margin versus actual margins, or your actual cost versus revenue, or actual margin versus invoice amount. So how all these things are going, or your actual cost versus budget cost. So this type of analysis can be seen through the project health check reports. In the same way, here you can see the CPI, SPI, and TCPI based comparison. your actual cost versus earned value based analysis, and your percent complete versus actual cost analysis. So basically what we do, we bring all this different report into one page itself. So by clicking or running one specific report itself, you can understand the overall project health, that how they are doing. So just one sample like this. So you can see it is showing everything here, like the schedule, SPI, what all risks are there, what is the cost overrun, what is overall health, it is showing the cash flow analysis, your cost budgets, commitments, comparison, including forecast, your contract analysis. So everything will be on the one page here, even the risk register, which will show you all the risk. So this is the modern practice wherein through one page itself, your all the project's health can be analyzed. Now we'll talk about some advanced technologies with respect to the solutions, the IoT and chatbot. So we'll look into those things also. So eVoSys also provide the chatbot functionalities. So the one reports which I was showing you, so you can run those reports for any particular project or portfolio, without accessing even the system. So at any point of time, as you can see in the video, you can put the necessary, the system will ask you the necessary questions, that for which project you want to run the report, and what is the period for which you want to see. And after giving the necessary reply, system will show you this particular report itself, as you can see in the video, through which you can analyze the health of the project. Even customer or subcontractor in the same way, can track the status of their invoices without making calls. So we can directly use this chat, the subcontractor can directly use the chatbot functionality, can put the invoice number, and system will give them the that what is the status of the current AFP, in which status it is. So it is very nice functionality which being used by our ENC clients and even by CFOs to review the project health, project KPIs without accessing the system itself. Then the another IoT solution that we implemented for our ENC client is asset monitoring. So through asset monitoring, of course, you can track the location of the asset, you can track the health of the assets, like if asset is generating more heat, then system will automatically raise a maintenance request. So the inspection schedule can be made on that particular equipment. In the same way, it also track the asset performance. So how much concrete mixture the particular asset is producing, what is the on time or productive time, what was the off time. So all such analysis also can be done through this asset monitoring, and further their utilization also can be tracked. In the same way, fleet monitoring, where is the fleet, or what is their location tracking, what was their movement time, if there is if it is sitting idle for a longer duration, then it raises an alert that this particular fleet is not moving since 1 hour. So such type of trackings also can be done through our IoT fleet monitoring solution. In the same way, IoT connected worker solution, so it takes care of the employee safety, their location tracking. So at any point of time, you can see that at site how many laborers are working. If any worker or labor is accessing any location which is not safe, then system raise an alert that they are in the restricted zone. In the same way, if for a particular worker their heartbeats are not well and it's not falling under normal range, then also it raises an alarm that for this particular worker looks like health is not good. So such type of triggering points are there. And further, this IoT data further can be dumped on the BI to generate the different analytics and to produce different reports to have a productivity analysis. So this is all about our IoT solutions. So this is basically, as you can see, the reportings, our niche solutions, and our IoT smart solution cover almost all the pain areas that we have discussed initially. And basically, it is as I mentioned earlier also, that it become a single source of truth to generate the quick reporting, and so it won't create much manual interventions or complex integrations, because these integrations are already been in place and already been developed by us. So Mike, over to you.
Sure. Yeah, thank you very much. And again, if we had a couple questions come in, if there are any more, please don't hesitate to type them in. Next slide, please. Just a little bit about Evosys again to close out here. When we do our deployments, first of all, I think we've proven to you through this presentation our expertise in the engineering and construction field. This is a solution that's tailor-made for that particular vertical, and we've got over 90 plus construction companies that we've worked with to implement this solution. So again, lots of expertise in doing this. When it comes to how we do this, it's very value-based. We do a fixed price deployment. We have proven methodologies and accelerators that we use during the implementation process. We also, through our value-based delivery, can tie KPIs to the actual value of the contract and hold back certain amount of that contract value until well after go live, and we can see if we actually hit those KPIs. So again, that's a way for us to keep skin in the game when we're doing our implementations. The way we reduce risk is, again, through the KPI analysis I just talked to you about, but also we have a phased billing approach where until a phase of the project is done and complete and signed off as successful, we don't bill. So again, and you can see at our last step after go live, we even hold back 10% of the value of the contract until we hit a steady state and everyone's satisfied. So again, our experience in engineering and construction is supreme, and we offer commercials that really help reduce the risk, if you will, of how an implementation is done. So with that, let me just go to a couple of the questions here. And I was going to ask, one of the questions was, typically how long does it take to implement a solution like this?
So Mike, basically it also depends on the organization maturity. Sure. And user maturity, but generally we have seen that for many of the clients we have implemented this in the 20 plus weeks time frame.
Okay, so that's roughly 20 weeks. Okay, good. Let's see here. Another question we have, is it compulsory to go with all the solutions at once that you showed?
So so as I explained, so it's not required to be that all the solution must go in one shot. So all those solutions are independent and can be implemented as per the business requirement. And generally during the initial discovery phase, looking at the maturity, we also suggest the phasing, that how all this solution should be phased out.
Okay, so again, you can really pick and choose what you need based on what your needs are. Okay, that's good. What type of reporting platform is this on?
So reporting, basically we are using the Oracle standard reporting capabilities like Oracle OTBI and the custom BI to generate the reports.
And I know that you mentioned this, but how many standard reports do we typically have that are really focused on the E&C vertical?
So we have around 200 plus reports which falling under different tracks like finance, procurements, and the project specific. So of course, some of the reports, of course, we can see that quite generic. So those are applicable in any specific vertical. For ENC specific, like earned value based, CPI based analysis, cash flow, for that also we have a 60+ reports.
Okay, so there's a lot that comes out of the box
Yeah.
that would be used. Let's see, another question here. Have you seen this used by home builders at all?
Yes, so we are as of now implementing this solution for one of home builders. So yes, this solution is also applicable for the home builders.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, any more questions? I think I just went through the ones that were asked. Okay, there are no more. I'd like to thank everybody for their attendance. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead. I don't see it in the.
I just sent it to you.
Send it to me on chat?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, do you implement Primavera Unifier tools in Textura?
So we have implemented Primavera and Unifier, but as of now, no Textura.
Okay. So we've done Primavera and Unifier tools, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Vidita, any more?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, listen, this is recorded, so we can certainly get it out to you as a follow-up. And you can see from the slide here, this is the contact is myself. So if you have any other questions or any other follow-up or interest, we can certainly demo this solution. We have no problem doing that. We'd love to be able to show it to you. And just reach out to Mike K at evosysglobal.com. And you can scan the QBR to know more about this from our website. Yes, so a question, can you please share your email ID? It's on the screen, Mike K at evosysglobal.com. I think everyone can see that, right?
Yep.
Okay, great. I'll just leave it up there for a second. With that, if there aren't any more questions, again, thank everyone for joining, and I look forward to hearing from any feedback or any questions that may follow up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.